If you're thinking of building a new home in 2024, this afternoon we're answering some of the most commonly asked questions when it comes to new construction. We've brought in the experts from CU Under Construction, Ryan Schrieffer and Jeff Bergoni hanging out with us. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, I think since we have quite a few questions, we should probably just dive right in, okay? So the first question being, what are some things to consider if I want to build in Central Illinois in the near future?
Well, I think one of the first things you probably should do is start looking for some designs and decide on what area you'd like to be at, and look at what lots or potential subdivisions still have open lots. Central Illinois is actually kind of running thin on how many lots we have for new builds. So, you know, finding that information kind of out before you go to the contractor would be greatly helpful for us.
Well, and thankful for us, you actually have some lots available, is that right?
We do.
How does that work?
Well, if you want to come in, if you've kind of picked a plan out, or if you're just needing help through the design phase, but you can come in and we can kind of show you the areas, the lots that we own and have rights to, and we can go through your plan, or we can start getting help with designing the plan.
Okay, very good. Let's go to our next question here. What is an approximate square foot cost of a home? Do I need to carry the construction loan, or can we during the build process? Jeff, is this one on you?
Yes. So the cost to build kind of varies by quite a bit based on the type of house that you want to build. Our Savannah Green project, which is over in Urbana, that is our kind of our starter home price point houses, which those start in the low 200s. And they're 1,250 square feet to 1,400 square feet. So that's kind of a ballpark for how you start out in pricing. It obviously goes up from there as you get into bigger houses and what type of finishes you want on the inside. But yeah, it kind of varies it can vary by quite a bit.
Okay, what about the loan process?
So the first thing that you want to do, no matter what, is go get pre-qualified with a lender. Our local lenders are seeing their rates currently now drop by quite a bit from what we've seen in the last few months. So it's a good time to go start thinking about that.
That's good news.
Yeah, you always want to get pre-approved because it kind of gives you an idea of where you're going to be able to be and what kind of product that you can get into. Okay,
very good. We've got another question here. What are the first steps in the process? Do we need to own our own lot before contacting a contractor? We've already touched a little bit on the lot thing, but what are those first steps?
I would say that getting a house plan figured out. So if you call in to a company like us, you know, Jeff and we have a few other people at our office that are more likely going to help you out, get exactly the plan layout that you want so you can find out if it's in the price range. And Jeff's great at looking at a plan and being able to be like, hey, you know, this is within this range. So getting a hold of a professional and then having them kind of walk you through what you would do for getting the plans figured out.
Yeah, knowing your budget is probably also important too. Okay, and then finally, do I need a designer, an architect? That's you, Jeff, right? Do we need you?
Most people do not. You will not need an architect. I mean, if a designer, if you so choose to, there is a lot of questions that you have to answer and a lot of choices that you have to make. But most people will not need that. When we go through the city, most projects will not require an official architect or engineer to be involved, and that's where we can help through that process 100% with the design of the construction plans and everything that is necessary to get you going.
Okay, what have y'all been up to lately? Is this a busy time?
It has been a very busy time still. We're excited with how much growth there's been in our new construction subdivision in Savannah Green. And just in general, we've always built houses, but we're more prepared than ever, from solar to a lot of different products we're offering now. So we can really, when you come to us, you can really kind of throw the whole gamut at us, and we can figure out, like, do you want Tesla power in your garage? Do you want solar on your roof? Do you want gemstone lighting? So we got all the fun little things that we can add to, and we don't have to bring other subs in. You're just working with us under one roof.
Very good. Well, we appreciate you coming, answering some of those most common questions. If you are thinking about building a home in the next year, if you want to learn more about everything happening with CU Under Construction, who we do appreciate sponsoring our segment this afternoon, we'll connect you with them over at our website, CILiving.tv.